Dragon Dreamers, Gina Virginia Casella here, Spiritual Biz Entrepreneur, Shaman, and the one behind the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective. In this video, I want to talk to you about how to actually dream journal. So how do you do it? How does this magic happen? All right, well, assuming you have the discipline to have the lifestyle to go to bed early, to wake up early, and that's a big one. And assuming that you have your tools, like some crayons, pen, pencil, whatever works best for you, maybe extra tools to complement the process, like meditation music, a candle, incense. This is what a morning routine looks like for me. And let me know in the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective what is working for you, what's not working for you. What works for me might not work for you, but I'm telling you, when is the best time for you to get this work done? Ideally, the answer for most of us is before the birds, before the rest of the world is up. So that's what you want to do. So assuming you've gone to bed and you had some sleep, you wake up and you set your alarm for 4:10 in the morning. When you get in the routine, you'll notice that you'll start having to go to the bathroom at around, maybe 10, 15 minutes to half an hour before you wake up. So ideally, you don't want the alarm clock to wake you up. You want to be in a routine where you're coming out of the layers, if you will, of your theta state, coming back to conscious awareness, starting to get your bodily functions back, hence the urge to go to the bathroom. If you wake up, it's really nice just to stay in bed, enjoy the warmth and the comfort. And if you have to actually get up and go to the bathroom, then you just start your dream journaling a little bit early. Excuse me. If you feel like you're going to go back to sleep, go to sleep, because your alarm clock is set. And when the alarm clock goes off, if it hasn't already, or if you're not up, have the discipline to actually get up. Okay. When you get up, stay in your sleepy state. So using myself for an example, I wake up naturally at around 3:10, 3:30, quarter to 4, somewhere in there. And then I'll actually get up out of bed at around 4 o'clock if my alarm hasn't gone off yet. I really don't like when my alarm wakes me up. It makes me feel startled. And so I always feel a sense of excitement, like, yay, I got up and it's before my alarm. And if I'm not sure about the time, I got my phone right here and I check the time. I don't get busy on Facebook and checking my emails. I just, because you never know. Sometimes I still have hours to sleep, right? So you just making sure that you wake up at your desired wake time. I really can't emphasize that enough. That's all I've been talking about in this video, because that's how important it is. It's like a window, like, when you're trying to take a picture of the sunrise or the sunset, like, you need to be paying attention or you will miss it. And that's kind of like each morning when you're waking up, the set and setting, and it sets you up for the whole day for that matter, not just for your dream journaling. But anyways, using myself as an example, I wake up. I go to the bathroom. Let me rewind. I wake up. I give my cat some snuggles. The little bit of water that I intentionally left in my glass, I drink that. I open the window. I have a little moment where I connect with the air. Okay, I'm still staying in my sleepy state. I have a lamp that I turn on. Great. Now I'm making my way to the bathroom. If I have to go to the bathroom first, whatever, okay? But now I'm going to the bathroom. That first visit to the bathroom, I intentionally shush it all out. It's the first nice big pee of the day. And I have a biology of belief that overnight, when I was drinking my water and throughout the night, the processing, anything that I don't need is getting ready for me to get rid of. And I get rid of it. I'm at some point feeding Rosie, my cat. I'm brewing coffee. I might do these things in a mixed order, but those things are part of my dream journaling routine. It's my transition time, transitioning into dream journaling. Um, if some people, maybe you have like medication you need to take right away in the morning, or maybe you need to eat a cracker first thing or whatever, like do that and have that stuff available to you, right? So you're staying in this nice sleepy state, bridging your dream life with your waking life. That's the idea. Are you awake, or are you just dreaming that you're starting your morning routine, right? So eventually, um, some folks out there, they have dogs that they need to let outside and whatnot. Me, Rosie, and we have a very strict routine where I play this meditation music that I listen to for 1 hour minimum. And I know by the time my meditation music comes to an end that it's been an hour. I also know that my incense takes a good 45 minutes to an hour to burn. So that's another reason why it's important to get this dream journaling party started if you want, because time is a factor, and you want to start training your body just to notice and nurture things like the incense burning and cluing into the fact that, hey, it's been about an hour, because you'll find you'll slip into timelessness. And sometimes you'll feel like hours went by, but it's just been a few minutes. And sometimes you'll feel like just a few minutes went by and you're like, oh my God, like my incense is almost done burning. How could 45 minutes have possibly passed by, you know? Um, so so you do those things. Rosie and I brush Rosie every morning. I feed her, she gets her fresh water. So now I'm at a point where I'm going to dream journal. So I'm disciplined. Remember, I've got my dream journal right here. I stay in my bed. It's nice and warm. If it's better for you to sit at your desk right there, so be it. If it's better for you to go in the living room, so be it. But I want to encourage you to stay in your bedroom, the bedroom representative of your deep subconscious mind, that forest where the wild one goes out and ventures. And you can also think about the bedroom as like a cave for your deep subconscious mind. Um, it might not seem like a big deal, but the more you do this, the more you start bridging those realities, and it's really cool. I'm going to make another mini video about a resource I provide about how to bridge your dream life with your waking life, and I encourage you to do these fun activities. So anyways, so now you're finally sitting down, right? So everything that I just finished saying, like going to the bathroom, brewing your coffee, brushing the cat, lighting incense, opening the window, all of these things, making sure I put on my contact lenses. Um, all of these things are going to take a good 15-ish minutes. It shouldn't be taking you 2 hours just to do this. You're not getting ready for like the actual day. You're just, washing up, brushing your teeth, basic stuff here. Okay. You're not going in the shower and then, no, no, no. You want to stay in the sleepy state. You don't want to change your clothes. If you sleep naked, stay naked. If you live with other people, then part of your tool is going to have to be to grab a house coat or some kind of, oversized t-shirt to wear, right? And that's part of the fun and story medicine that comes with this. So you know what? 15, I'm going to say 20 minutes maximum, because you never know. You have those mornings where you have diarrhea. Maybe you're having issues with your contact lenses. I get it. Sometimes you need more time, but just don't transform this 15 to 20 minutes into like, a super long time, which is another reason why you want to give yourself a minimum of 1 hour. So how do you dream journal? Okay. So now you sit there and you take your pen. You can use pencil, but I've learned the hard way. Pencil starts to fade away and kind of smear and disappear as time goes by. So I recommend using a pen. Um, so there you are. Make sure you put the date. If you want to give it a title, you can. and you just start writing whatever. If you have negative, shitty ass thoughts, you write down all those negative, shitty ass thoughts. Okay? If you're worried about something, you write that down. Whatever is on your mind, you write it down. Maybe, you know what? You bumped into an old friend and oh my God, you got a huge crush on them all this time. Should you date them? Is it too risky? Dream journal, that kind of stuff. Anything that comes to mind. If you're like, I don't know what to dream journal, I'm just writing in this dream journal, write down, okay? Just write something down. Universe, how can I serve you today? When you're trying to manifest something, when I was manifesting my business, it was initially called Present Moment Hypnotherapy International. So the acronym was PMHI. And in my dream journal, I would just be like, my name's Gina Virginia Casella, and I'm the owner operator of PMHI. And then one day I was writing, my name is Gina Virginia Casella, I'm the owner operator of PMHI. And it's like, why am I writing this? Fact, my name's Gina Virginia Casella. Fact, I'm the owner operator of PMHI. And then it's like, oh my God, I manifested this, right? So you're going to have these moments um, where that is happening. I'm going to do a video where it's going to be a bit of a longer one because I'm going to show you my dream journals. And they're very messy. Okay, so get messy with your dream journals. Some dream journals are going to be shorter than others. Sometimes you'll have more words. Sometimes you'll have more pictures. Sometimes you'll find you don't know why, but you just keep grabbing that orange crayon and you want to write with orange all the time. Keep doing that. Okay. There's a lot of times in my dream journal, I thought I was using the color black. I was using the color purple. I had no idea until I was reviewing my dream journal and I was like, what the hell? Why is the sky purple? Why is my dragon purple? These shadows are purple. Oh no, I made a mistake. No, I didn't make a mistake. That was very much intended. That was my subconscious mind chiming in, communicating things to my conscious mind that I didn't understand yet. Hence why it's important to do this every day and knowing it's going to take a good 3 to 6 months, maybe even 9 months just to start seeing patterns. So don't try and force anything. Just let it out. Just even if it doesn't make sense, let it out. If you're having a hard time thinking, you genuinely wake up and you're like, I don't know what to write. Like you can write that, like I said, trace your hand, trace your foot, color it, draw a picture of yourself. This is me. I just something, anything, because the idea and belief is that if it's on your mind, it's bearing some kind of resonance. So don't dismiss it. Okay. As a strategy, my suggestion is to keep your coloring tools right within hand's reach. That way, if you randomly feel like you need to switch, it's right there. Switch the colors. You might strategically, where's that color blue? And you take your blue and you do what you need to do with the color blue. But you might just, on a subconscious level, you can see in your peripheral vision where the colors are, and your subconscious mind's a step ahead planning. When you're done with that blue, grab the purple, and you just grab purple, don't even think twice about it. So get into that second nature. Um, some of you like to pull tarot cards, oracle cards in the morning. You like to listen to a special thought of the day. Whatever your routine is, you can incorporate that into your dream journaling. But for what it's worth, honor whatever thoughts, feelings, opinions you have. Okay. Then pull a tarot card. Then listen to your special audio about whatever it is that you like to journal about. Okay. Because these dream journals are going to merge your waking life with your dream life. I'm really excited for you. And the reason I'm holding this is because the Dragon Dreams Oracle, you can grab those and just pull a Dragon Dreams Oracle. You know, there's the number 30 behind here. What thoughts, is that inspiring? How do you connect to the number 30? So your dream journal very much can be a response. Um, and sometimes if you just want to change up your dream journaling, like maybe every Friday you do something special where you write your dream journal and then you take one of the books from the Dragon Dreams book series and you just open it at random, read a page, and that's a special message for you to reflect on. Okay. So your dream journal is going to range. It's going to get emotional, but please don't ever rip up and destroy your dream journal, because no matter how shitty it might be, because you're admitting to feelings that you don't like admitting to, it's part of your healing process. Just hang on to it, because like I said, you might even say, you know, Gina, you talk about fire ceremony all the time and I want to burn this dream journal. But the thing is, then you're not going to have something to fall back on when you're looking for patterns. You're not going to have that evidence to verify and validate, not to me or anyone else, but to yourself, about all the manifesting that you're doing and all the parallels and synchronicity that you can't deny, right? You also want to take your dream journal, the positive ones, and you want to share that story medicine, because there's just not enough positive stories out there. Whenever we hear about the hero's journey, we always hear about the very sad hero journey, right? All this miserable stuff that happens to the hero. Well, shit, man, like the hero also has beautiful hero journey stories, lots of amazing, beautiful stories. And there's a lot of dragon dreamers out there. They don't even know any different, that they're limiting their hopes and dreams. So when you share your positive dream journals, even though you think, oh, this is no big deal, please, I urge you to share it, because it's medicine and it'll inspire somebody else to be more positive with their dream journal, or just it might inspire them to manifest something that they never thought to manifest before. Um, Going back to the negative journals, we want to see our dream journals, we want to come from a place of indifference. But during the healing process, I know, I understand it's hard to come from a place of indifference. You got to go through those motions first, right? So the very negative dream journals, those are the ones that you're going to want to prioritize rewriting your story. So even if it means lying to yourself, you rewrite that story and you rewrite it the way that you want it. And um, it's really empowering to do that. If there's somebody who really pissed you off, did you wrong, you can write them a letter in your dream journal and have the biology of the belief that on a subconscious level, they're going to receive that letter. You might want to burn that letter, but again, keep it, because it'll help you verify and validate things that you can't even think of right now that will make sense to you later. At some point, maybe in a good year or two from now, by all means, go through a cleansing process where you burn your dream journals, you shred them, you do whatever it is you need to do, but don't do that until you publish what you need to publish, you know? So your dream journals are going to become so special to you. And you might even find yourself getting lost in your own dreams, half remembered, half misunderstood. And you can talk to your dream journal about anything. And, you know, I remember when I was going through a really challenging time, I felt like, you know, I didn't have anybody to talk to unless I was talking with a psychologist. And this kind of stuff I can talk to a psychologist about. And I also just had so much to talk about. It's like I can't afford to pay somebody for like their endless time like that. And so my guides really rested, reassured me, especially during those darker hours, that hey, every day you have a meeting with your higher self and your guides, and they are the committee of the one who listens, and you're part of the committee of the one who listens. So listen to yourself. Listen to yourself and honor yourself. How can you do that? Write shit down in your dream journal. Positive, the negative, the good, the bad, the ugly. Tell it like it is. Use swear words, all right? Be pissed off. Also, practice gratitude in your dream journal. Sometimes you might just want to have a dream journaling experience where you're just talking about your experience and reflecting on that. There's so much to say about what will unfold. And as you post your dream journals and make 1 to 3 minute videos to post in our free Facebook group, the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective, that's going to inspire more conversation and help guide me about next steps and more mini videos to make. And if you're open to it, it would be really cool to have one of you as a guest. We could start a little show, the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective, where I would just kind of host you and you could come on Zoom with me. We could pre-record it or even go live, and you just highlight your process and journey with your dream journal. And that would be very powerful for our story medicine and our greater collective. And so I really can't emphasize it enough, Dragon Dreamers. Like, any thought that you have, any fears that you have. If you're not familiar with the blue beings, BEINGS, sometimes people think I'm saying blue beans, BEANS. Maybe there are blue beings out there that help us. I don't know. The blue beings, they gobble up all your fear. And there's these other folk, they present as gray, they're known as the seagulls and the gray beings. They're not like the grays as in the ETs. These are just like, there's the rainbow and then there's like other tints and whatnot. And anyways, the seagulls, the gray folks, they gobble up all of your pain. So we're talking physical, social, emotional pain and fears, any of that. And so in my dream journal, sometimes like I just had like really bad brain fog, my arms just freaking killing me. And I would draw like a stick person of myself, and then I would color blue all over it. And then I would do another one with gray, and the colors blue and gray became really special in my dream journal, and then also special in my waking life as well. So I'm going to be making a video where I literally turn the pages of some of my dream journals. I'm looking forward to doing that. And I'm just thinking, because yesterday, in anticipation of making that video, I tagged some of my pages in advance. And there were some days where I did tons of writing, and I thought to myself, the last thing I want to do right now is draw a picture. So sometimes I just felt the urge to, if I was going to do one symbol, yellow star, and I just did a big yellow star on every page. Done. So check off list. Did I do a little doodle of some kind? Yes. Some of you write more, some of you draw more, but try to have a little bit of writing and a little bit of drawing. And if spontaneously you're breaking out into poetry, go with it. Who cares where the information's coming from? Just document, document, document. Randomly, you're singing a song. Write that down. If you know how to record music, record it. But if you don't know how to record music, like, write the song down and then record yourself on your cell phone. And if you're comfortable, I'd love to hear it in the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective free Facebook group. There's a song that came to me that I'm still figuring out myself. And there's interesting play on words with the word heart. HEART, heart, like my organ, my heart, my muscle that pumps my blood. But there's also HART, heart, like the deer. And there's this metaphoric play in my dragon dreams about the hunter and the hunted. and this business of predation cycle, and also in pastoral literacy, there's these ancient themes about the hunter and the deer, and this is, of course, about the lovers being in a positive, healthy way, being chaste and playing the role. There's a lot of sexual natures in metaphor, and so if your dream journals get a little bit dirty, if you will, that's to be anticipated. If you're having dreams about sex, write about that in your dream journal. Your dream journal is nobody's business, okay? But I would like to hear about it, and as long as it's appropriate, please share it in the free Facebook group, the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective. So on that note, I shall see you in the next video. My name is Gina Virginia Casella, Spiritual Biz Entrepreneur, Shaman, and the one behind the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective. And until next time, I will catch you later. See you in the next video.